Segment 5 runs from Liberty Hill to Freeze. It's 4.04 miles. A total of 16.42 out of 20.4 miles have been completed. That's 80%. Segment 6 goes from Rose Hill to Independence, 0.68 miles. Total of 18.55 out of 19.3 miles, or 96%, has been completed. In regards to segment 6, construction crews were pulled out of the area for the Forestry Service to clear right-of-way. This segment should be completed after the Labor Day holiday. Segment 7 from Volney to Rose Hill and segment 8 from Volney to Fairwood started construction on August 30th. Segment 9, Whitetop Community to Volney, will start construction on September 21st. Optical Line Terminals, OLT stations, begin construction September 9th, today, with OLT 1 and OLT 2 having the base set. Next step is installing the power base and cabinet. Once the building inspector looks over the OLTs, they will be ready for power. OLT 1 through 3 will be the initial connection point of the broadband project, servicing the Elk Creek, Comer's Rock, and Spring Valley areas. Splicing contractors have been in the area, splicing the fiber ends together, and will be ready to connect OLT locations when they are ready.
Is there what's the install time for an OLT? Do you know, Carl?
Today was just setting the base. They put
the concrete pad?
Concrete pad and the pole, and put concrete into the pole. So they'll come back next week and put the cabinet in, once that's all set, and the meter base. Once the meter base is in, then we have to get Chris to do an inspection, and then he can release the power to be connected to it. We talked to, let me get up to the line. We did talk to the main contractor that does the splicing today, and he said that once we have, and he kind of gave the specifications of how the OLTs with the overhang, how they get connected. He says once those are in place, their team's ready to get in and splice that into the cabinet. So, and they can do that without the power. They just, that's part of it, getting the power on it, getting the splice into it. So, but he said, I mean, they've been all over the place, and they're ready to put that in as soon as they're ready.
And what about more presence over at APCO's substation and connecting over here?
I haven't got that information yet. I'm trying to get more information on that.
Okay. What's that?
Yeah, we actually we ran into the splicing contractors by accident. And when we found out who they were, then we started talking, and and it was a good kind of a meetup, because we, that way we kind of know what they're doing and what they're expecting. And then Gigabeam had a better idea of what they need to have set up for them to come in and do the splicing. So, but the pad only took like maybe an hour or two at each time, just getting the pad set, the land cleared, gravel, the pad set, leveled, and then the pole set. So the two pads are ready. Still got to get the third one, but then get the cabinets in.
Is there an OLT at the rescue squad in Elk Creek?
No.
Phase 1?
No, there's not an OLT. There will be an antenna installed at the rescue squad, and hasn't been put in place yet.
Do you know the timing of that?
I don't know the timing of that. We're hoping to find out tomorrow with our broadband committee meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Larry Bolt asked me to provide a reminder to the board regarding the reassessment of property in Grayson County, and he has given me a list that he asked me to relay to the board. This just happened a little while ago, so I'm just reading from his notes. He said, number one, Pearson's in September, Pearson will finish their field work. Number two, Pearson's will mail out new assessment notices in November. Number three, there'll be an opportunity for citizens to meet with Pearson staff to discuss your reassessment in December. You can do that individually, in person, or on the phone. And most important thing you wanted to tell me that is that there needs to be a board of equalization. The board of equalization is appointed by the board of supervisors. Each supervisor appoints one person from their district. After this board is appointed, there is training for the members through the tax department in Richmond. And he's wanting to make sure the board knows that they will need to select an individual from each of your areas, plus one at large, to serve on the board of equalization for this year. He also wanted me to let you know who had been on the board the last time this was done, which was in 2016. Don Dudley, Danny Boyer, Reese Sage, and Kate Irvin.
When does he need it by?
He said it would be ideal if he could get it in October.
Can we, I guess, contact the ones that's already there, make sure they still want to be on it?
That's what he said too, yes.
Okay.
And there's one final thing.
Well,
I'm sorry.
on that point, will administration contact them and see if they want to continue to serve?
Sure, we'd be glad.
Is that, I mean,
If that's the preference of the.
I'm just asking. I don't know what.
Did we do it or you?
We would be glad to do it if you all tell us you're fine with who's on the list. We'll follow up.
Yeah, and then if they have an issue, then that way we know to start searching.
Sure.
Okay, is Danny yours?
Don
Don Doug.
would be mine.
And Dan's mine, so, you know, is Kate,
I can take Kate. I don't know what position, but I'll call her.
and Danny Boyer, it was
Reese Sage.
Reese. Reese will be in.
Dan Boyer and Danny Boyer. So Dan,
Was it Danny Boyer and Danny?
It says Danny
Yeah.
Boyer and then it says Dan Boyer.
Dan Boyer, VFW, Danny Boyer, cooperative for soil and water guy.
Yeah, both of them will be mine.
Danny must have been the at-large, I guess. Because I know I have Dan, and then Tom would have Kate, Reese, yeah.
I'll call Kate if that's okay. Or I can call, if Danny's the at-large, I can call him. Whatever. But I mean, I guess if y'all are gonna call and just confirm, and if they say no, then we'll go find somebody. Is that okay with everybody?
Thank you. One last thing. I'm tying two things together. I want to do a very major presentation to the board in the October board meeting. What I want to relay to you is that there's 9 department heads, and at this moment, there's between 4 and 10 projects going on with each department head. And I realized recently that I might be the one that knows that, the only one that knows all of these that are going on. And that it would be helpful for you all to be able to see a list of everything that's happening. And so what I'm gonna do is create a document that has everything that's happening for you to give to you, but I'm gonna do an executive summary part of that in the board meeting, or it would take too long to go through everything that we have going on. So my plan is to present that to you in October,